Hey guys, it's Mike White. All right, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on some of the new improvements that are coming to like the 2.0 version of our layout designer and our overall system. And I'm pretty excited about some of these. I just can't wait to show it to you. So the first and probably simplest thing is, now when you go to the image uploader and upload an image, I'm going to make sure that I'm uploading something that's got like a JPEG. Let me go find that real quick. Let's just do. Here's a JPEG. All right. So we now have. It's really simple, but I hope it helps. We have a small checkered background to show the white. So there's a checkered background, and it tells them, check for background. You should see a light checkered background behind your image. I think when we're doing tutorials and stuff, we need to point this out to them. And then here's the copyright notice, and it's got the box already checked so that they're not, having to check it each time that they upload something, but it's there and it says I certify. And so there's some good stuff there. And yeah, I guess that's all there is with the simple uploader. It's just improved with the checkered background is the biggest thing. All right, so now the layout designer. That's where a lot of new changes are. So this is the new, I'll call it resizer, for lack of a better word. It's a new way to visualize, we got this box around the image. And it's so funny. It's easy to show this stuff off and realize, it represents weeks and weeks of work. And there's lots of features to it. I mean, you can rotate. Ta-da! And it shows you your angle of rotation next to where you're rotating. So like it's showing me, there's 270 degrees. You can resize from the corner. And it just resizes towards center. That's the only option. And then you can resize from the edge and you can squish. So if you go from the edge, it squishes, So that's just the start. Oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff. More rotate stuff. So we now have these new icons here and you can rotate on 90-degree increments. And it's really smart. I mean, like if you just barely rotate this, and then you go back 90 degrees, it doesn't flip it any more than just to the next setting. So it's that rotate is really smart. Like I said, you can just barely tilt it, and then it'll just take it to the next 90 degree. Or if you barely tilt it this way, it'll take it to the next 90 degree. So you also have rotation controlled here, so you can just use the rotator, the slider. And you can type in exactly what you want. I want 90-degree rotation. There we go. 45, whatever it is. So, just so I don't forget, this is kind of cool. The image still cuts off at the edge to show that it's not going to be displayed, but the handles display over everything. So I think that's super nice. And then when you click off of it, it deselects it. So now when you click the image and then you click off of it, it deselects it. If you click it and then you want to rotate it, you can dismiss these boxes and see what you're doing. If you want to click it and then edit it. But clicking on it not only selects it with the handles around it, the resizer handles, it also pops up the layer settings. So I'm just kind of letting you have it as I think of these things. This is really nice. You can hover and see what you're about to select. So like if you add a shape here and there's some overlap going on, you can tell that this shape's selected, but when you hover over this one, now that one's selected, and now you can edit that one and kind of pull it out and get it to where you can work with it better. All right. And, so previously when you clicked on a shape layer, it pulled up the edit shape window. And I just decided for consistency's sake, and this is also true for text, when you click on a shape layer, it just pulls the same, layer settings box as if you click on an image layer. So that's if you want to get to the shape settings, you hit edit shape. And so that's just a consistency decision. It's the same with text. Text you cannot resize with this. I mean, it moves it. It doesn't have an effect on the size. And, that's something that I want to work on in the future. But text is really tricky. And it's just not going to be in this release. The cool thing is, I guess, is you can rotate text now. So you can put things at an angle, which is really nice. But same thing, if I want to edit this text, or I want to type, I'm actually going to click on it and then hit edit text. And that's going to take me into my, type window. And as you can see, there's some odd stuff there as far as, it not conforming properly. I have tried really hard to fix that. And I'll keep working on it. But I mean, for now, it's definitely functional and everything pops back, once you're done editing. So it's all good. All right, so, and there's a checkered background here. So, I'm hoping this helps us with the people uploading the JPEG images. So there's a checkered background now on the background of the actual layout designer. Yeah, and I mean, really, it's so funny. It takes weeks and weeks to do the code, but minutes to show it. And, these features are all, that's about all the features. Oh, flip. Okay, cool. So, forgot about flip. All right, yep, got flip. So you got flip, horizontal flip, vertical flip. You can flip it horizontally and vertically and then, rotate it. It's just, so flip is another big, I've been jokingly calling it flip and rotate. We've got flip and rotate. And that's what I'm excited about there. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the improvements of the layout designer, which are pretty massive. So we'll go ahead and save this project, and I'll show you the next thing that's maybe more exciting than even these improvements. I mean, these improvements are really great, but now we have a My Project section. So it shows up after you save a project because, at that point we know you have at least one. And when you click on My Projects, it takes you to this section of the website. So there's other ways to get to it. We've got the My Projects link up in the top right. And on mobile, we've got this new little icon here that takes you to My Projects. So this section is pretty complicated. It looks simple, but it's not. So it actually, has saving the projects in the session, in the browser session. So like, I'm not signed in. I have gone and created a project and it is saved in our browsing session. So if I leave the website right now, I'm going to lose this project. But if I add it to my cart, obviously I'm going to go through the checkout process and sign in at some point because you're required to do that to check out. It's going to save it into my saved projects. So if I add it to my cart, it's actually going to choose and show it as projects in cart. So you can have, your saved projects and your projects in cart. Now that happened on this page, and you can see, because I added it to my cart from this page, if I refresh, it's not going to show the second saved projects. It's just going to show it in the cart. And so, you can clone projects that are in your carts and move them around and change things and have a different version. So this is kind of designed for, that time when you're going to be doing like 12 family names for your Disney trip, and you want to put Mark and Karen and all the different names up there. And so, you can just clone the project, change the text, put a different name, and then, save it. And so when I close out of here, I'm not going to see my saved projects immediately if I close up here in the window. If I click My Projects, I will. Now I'm going to see my projects in cart and then my saved project. So, I can edit this project. If the edit button's visible, you can edit and change things around and then save it. If it is in your cart, it's just going to give you the option to clone it because it's already fixed. And so if you want to change that one, you need to remove it from your cart. And I'm really proud of this functionality. You can actually come up here and remove it from your cart, and it will pull it out of your cart. And then if you refresh here, you're going to see there it is in your saved projects. So. All right, what else can I tell you about that? Well, you can delete, and that's going to give you a confirm. Are you sure you want to delete? Okay. And then, it prompts you. It says these projects are saved in your browsing session. To save them permanently, please sign in. So we're going to sign in, and I'm just going to use a sign in that I have saved on here. And now you can see it's reconnected me with my old cart. I've got these projects in my cart. And then I have all these saved projects. So now you can go back and access your old projects. So if you did a design for a company somewhere, you can just literally go back to your saved projects and add that to your cart. So you can just start purchasing. I'm just going to add that to my cart. And there it is. It's projects in cart. It's right up there. So, and then you can see, it's just got the clone. Ooh, looks like I got a bug. I need to remove that delete project. So, shouldn't be able to delete one that's in your cart. So, I'll work on that. But, I just wanted to give you all a quick update, show you, what I'm working on, and let you know that these changes are coming. I'm hoping to have this ready for Easter and launch it while we're closed, and hopefully slow. And it, do my testing once I get it up on the live site. So this is all on my local host, and none of this is on the live site yet. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I hope you love it. Have a great day. Bye.